Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Friday's episode of The Maker's Quest. I do look a little different because my glasses broke. So I only have one of these pieces. I'm trying to fix the other, but I don't think that it's going to work, being that it's now in two pieces. So I may just have to forego this this piece for now. I will go to Walgreens when we're finished to see if I can find one of those kits, and then go from there. And I've already notified my husband to say, my glasses broke, so if I can't fix them, I'll have to get a new set. Which I'm probably long overdue for anyway, because my last eye exam was 2017. And they couldn't do the full eye exam because I was pregnant with my son. So I just don't want to go. That's where I'm at. But that also means that I cannot work on my cross stitch because I need my glasses for that. I will most likely see if I can. I'll see if I can do this. I don't think I'll have a problem doing it, but we'll see. Because I have a starfish one that I can diamond paint. If it's too small, I think it might be actually. Let me see. Yeah, I might not be able to do this either. Well, I'm bound to do something creative, so I might have to work on my. Because I would like to finish these. I have two left. I have a starfish and a seahorse. Because there's another set I wanted to start, but I can't start that one until I finish this one. So I can't do this. Dang it. I might have to do some journaling then, because I know I don't need my glasses for that. That sucks though. This is not panning out the way I wanted. Stupid glasses. I've even checked to see, like, I'll look and see, because I mean that piece is kind of dirty too, and that's probably why it broke. But I'm not happy about it. I don't need my glasses per se, but because I can see, but like long distances would be a little fuzzy. Crap. All right. Let's see who's here, and then we'll go into our first sprint, and I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something creatively to do. Christina is here. Hi, Alicia. Long time. I know. Long time no see. Swank is here. Howdy, everybody. I'm going to work on my May bullet journal. I might be there right there with you. I might work on my, like, because I think I have enough page designs that I can start, like, putting them together inside the book. So now I just have to go get the notebook. It's in my library. Either that or I will start setting up next month's, because I have my reading journal over there, so I might work on that too. I started setting up May. I figured I could finish that and then set up June. So we'll see. We'll see what I can get into. Kelly says, you got dressed. I did, because I know that when I'm done here, I'm going to have to go out. I do need to mail Pango books that I sold. And I also now need to go to Walgreens to see if I can find an eyeglass repair kit. Why, of all days today, has it to be today? You know what I mean? In the meantime, I can try to get these cleaned up because they do look a little grody. And then I can just maybe replace both pieces and go from there. It's just quite annoying. Ren says, hello, everyone. Hello, Ren. Long time no see. Thinking I'll just have a chill day for the rest of the evening. Not a bad idea at all. Ren says, kind of want a McFlurry right now, despite the cold. It's amazing how that works. Because sometimes when it's cold outside, I just want to eat ice cream, and I don't know why. Don't know why. Kelly says, go to Target instead. They have an optometrist who can help. Is it specifically labeled up that they have an optometrist? I know mine has a pharmacy, but I don't know if they have an optometrist. But I will see. I do have to go to Target for a few things. I just don't know if I'd have enough time to do it today. So I would have to leave this a little early, I think, in order to do the Target run, because it takes about 25 minutes to get to Target from my house. And if I don't leave this until 2 o'clock, then it only gives me like a 45-minute window before I have to get the kids from school. As it stands, I'm already not looking forward to going to the grocery store tomorrow because kids will have to go with me because husband is on business trip until tomorrow. Thankfully, it's not that long, but he's doing like a, what's it called? It's a rodeo, but they don't spell it like you would think like a regular rodeo. It's like a ROAD-E-O. It's with garbage trucks and like bigger machinery. So it's an interesting thing. I've been to a couple, and this one is a little farther from home than I would like, so we're not going. I was like, you can go this time. Christina says, hi, Swank, Ren, and Kelly. Here is the Maker's Quest Craftathon, a year-long creative adventure for crafters everywhere announcement. There's the link for that. Ren says, hey to Christina. And here is the Maker's Quest host and co-host video playlist. There's the link for that to check out. Honestly, if you did not put in the emojis, Christina, I may not be able to read it because the emojis break it up, so I'm able to see the wording in between. So thank you for that. And here's the Maker's, I read that one, the Maker's Quest playlist. Where is my thing? It jumped. Kelly says, Christina. And Christina says, craft with me live, Maker's Quest crafting and productivity sprint playlist. There is that. April equals time to blossom. Makers, pedal that like button, sub, hydrate and flourish, and share your blooms in the Discord. There is the Discord link. Christina says, okay, packing up, but leaving you up. Thanks for hosting, Alicia. You're welcome. I hope your trip goes well and has lots of fun. Christina says, happy sprinting and happy crafting. Swank says, bye, Mama. Kelly says, I wore my glasses with a broken nose piece for months once. It left a line on my nose, but I could see. You should be able to wear them for now so you can do a craft until you head out to fix them. Okay. I will clean the piece, though, because it does look like it's got some crud on it. And then I'll go from there. So maybe I'll still be able to do my my stuff. Yay. I can see myself and I look so weird without my glasses on. Swank says, I have 2 pairs of glasses, one for computer and reading, and then I have a pair for long distance. My insurance covers a pair a year. I'm going to get the long distance. My cat likes to chew on them. Oh. I do have a second pair of glasses with this prescription, but it's not like glasses per se. It's my sunglasses. So I leave those in the car. I could go get those. But then you wouldn't like it would look like I have sunglasses on inside. So I guess I could go get those. Kelly says mine has both, but I know everyone doesn't have both. Both for what? Both types of glasses? I don't know. Christina says I like emojis. Me too. Jen says, hello, I'm going to be putting thread on bobbin for the most part during this sprint. Hopefully I'll get some stitching time in. And I did post the link in the Discord, Jen, so if you want to join, you can. If not, that's okay too. But I did post it in the Join Me Discord. So anyone who is crafting or is part of the Maker's Quest can join. Swank says, I can't do bifocal. Christina says, I wear my sunglasses at night. Really? I've never had to do that. Kelly says, both, meaning an eye doctor and a pharmacist at Target. Oh. I wonder if mine has it. I'll look. I'll see if I can look it up. I might make a trip to Target. We'll see what I can get up to. I wish we had a Target that was slightly closer. But where mine is at, like I said, it takes me like 25 minutes, which isn't bad, but I mean, anywhere from my house is like a 20-minute drive minimum, unless it's like the grocery store, that's 10 minutes. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it takes me time to get anywhere. So, Swink says that's why I have 2. Yeah, I might, like I said, if I can get, find an optometrist and get something scheduled, maybe I'll have my eyes checked and then have them switch out the lenses in this one because I like these, and then see about getting a second pair, and then I would also have to update my sunglasses. So Kelly says, also I finished Grown Ups by Marie Albert between Time Pirates ending and this sprint starting. Nice. What does your dice say to do now? Have you rolled your dice yet? Christina says, LOL, that was a song, Alicia. Sorry to confuse. That's a song? I have no idea. Who's it by? Because I don't think I've heard of that one. My glasses turn into sunglasses. I'm going to put this lyric in Google on the first sprint and see what song. I've never heard of it. Swank says, you go, Kelly. Yeah, finishing books. Jen says, I use Target Optical and really like them. It's worth giving them a shot. That's 2 votes for Target. Yeah, I need to. I mean, it's not bad. These glasses have lasted. How old is my son now? 8? Yeah, so he's 8. So these have lasted 8 years. So that's not bad. I can't complain. All right. Let's pull up our timer so you can see the cute little cow that is painting. I figured that was somewhat crafty, so why not? They can they can craft right there. Swank says it's by Corey Hart. I will look this up. Apparently it's been a lot of searching because it was like the first thing that popped up. I will listen to it when we go to Sprint. Kelly says the dice say I should shampoo my bedroom carpet next, which means I need to vacuum up armadillo stuffing first. Ooh. All right. Well, we do have 45 minutes on the timer. I'm going to go ahead and star Kelly's comment, and we will get started with the first sprint. And I will see everyone back here in 45 minutes. Let's see. Kelly, it's funny to me that Alicia didn't know it was a song while I'm singing it in my head. Depending on when it came out. It might have been before my time. Christina put in the link. Thank you. And Kelly says it's a pretty classic song. I will give it a listen. And Christina says, exactly, Kelly. All right. I'll go listen to it. All right, 45 minutes, and I'll see you guys back here afterwards. Happy sprinting. How did everybody do on that sprint? That did not go as planned for me. I talked to husband about the eye doctor stuff, and then my pool guy, my pool technician showed up. So I had to let him know that the balance might be a little off because we had to add water to the pool. So, and then my husband was telling me to sign into the vision stuff. So I tried to do that, and apparently I can't sign in because we hadn't set it up. So I had to go through the process of setting it up, which then involved him. And I said, just let me open your email, and then I will. That way, I don't have to keep going through him to, like, get the codes and the verifications and stuff like that. So that is what I did. So that's not even craftiness. That's gonna bother me so much. But it doesn't even sit right. Okay. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother me. So let's see what you guys got up to, and then we will go into our second and final sprint. And then we'll go from there. I have to eat lunch at some point and figure this out. Oh, and I also did find out that my Target that I go to does not have an optometrist. Has a pharmacy, but it does not have a eye doctor. So, yay. Here we are. This is where we left off. Christina says, exactly. Oh, that's the other thing I did. I did listen to the song, and I have never heard that. I don't know when it came out, but I've never heard that song. Very interesting. I have to do something with these pieces. Kelly says it's more proof of our age gap. Listen, okay? I will learn. I will get there. Now, I wonder if my husband knows it. Because if he knows it, then I should know it. But if I didn't know it, then that means he probably doesn't know it, which means I can then show it to him. And he's 2 years older than I am. So, Christina says, right? And Christina says, I feel old. No, you're not. Amberly is here. Good morning. Good morning, Amberly. Actually, it's now afternoon by the time I read that comment. So, Jessie Kiwi, hello, Alicia. I'm just waking up. It looks like Instagram and Discord have been busy, so we'll spend a bit doing some admin, and then I will be reading the Raw Shark text, which I'm very excited about. Ooh, never heard of that one. Let us know how you like it. Courtney is here. Hi, y'all. I am up. Gonna see about getting moving. Nice. Do you have the day off, Courtney, or do you have to work tonight? Carissa is here. Hey, I'm still at work. I may bug you guys if there are still sprints when I get home. Bug away. Andy is here, swinging by to say hi to Alicia and pals. And Molly says, oops, here I am. Hi, Molly. Allie says, hello, everyone. Reading PMP, 25% left, hoping to finish today. You got this. Molly says, you got this, Allie. Swank says, no problem, Allie. And Swank says hi to Courtney. Kelly says, I did all of the things I have to do when I finish a book, including the record and update since Grown Ups is part of a vlog I'm working on. Nice. Very productive. Molly says, woot, Kelly. Molly, I am 48% through The Poet X. Nice. Molly, I spilled Olive Garden salad dressing all over my kitchen floor. Okay, only one corner, but still. So I had an impromptu mopping session. Yay! Oh my goodness. Hopefully, was it like a too greasy of a salad dressing? Because I know those take forever to clean up. Hopefully, it wasn't that bad. Amberly, I browsed knitting patterns, trying to decide what to work on. And Swank says, song is from the 80s. I know, but it being that I was born in the 80s, I've never heard it. Sunglasses at Night was originally released January 21st, 1984. So no, I wasn't born yet. I was not born yet. Annette says I'm going to work on my crochet blanket. Nice. Jen says I got all of my thread for the big cross stitch on bobbins. Nice. And Molly says I used Dawn in my water so it cleaned up well, just didn't want to do it at all. I get that because I don't like mopping either. I need to do that this weekend. I'll survey the floor. Maybe I can put it off one more week and just do like a quick Swiffer mop in some spots. I just don't feel like dragging out the mop bucket. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. Let's go ahead and do our final sprint. This whole glasses thing is going to bug me. Oh, they are easy to pop out. Oh no, that's broken too. Wow. That's not cool. Okay. I'm not touching it no more. All right, so let's go into our next sprint after this. I had friends that decided to turn on me and we rode the same bus. I wore sunglasses so I didn't have to look at them. Guess what song they sang to mock me? Took me decades to realize the joke. Oh, that's not cool. Was on them since it wasn't nighttime. That is true. That is very true. Swing says, I was born in the 60s and no, it's music, but I'm into music. Have to have it to do stuff. Yes, I do like to listen to music when I'm doing stuff too. Because I don't know, music just makes it go by faster in a sense. Unless I'm cleaning and I listen to music, then I'm always like trying to have a dance party. Then I get nothing done. So we try not to listen to too much music when we're cleaning. All right. I'm going to star that comment and pull up our timer. Last one, so make it count. Ren needs to pop out for a bit, so thank you for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Ren, and we will see you around the interwebs. And we will get into our final sprint. 45 minutes on the clock. I will try to find something creative to do in this time period, and we'll go from there. excuse me. Welcome back, everybody. I just looked at that and it said there was 3 minutes left on the timer, and I was like, cool, I'll start drawing out these boxes and I can get at least 1 or 2 done. And then the timer went off. So that didn't happen. That's okay. I'm gonna run an errand to mail a package. Hopefully this won't be too bad of an issue. I'm gonna try to use my glasses. I don't need them for driving, but they help. But if you guys can see, I now have no. The other one broke too. So both of the nose pads have fell out. However, Molly sent me a link, and I was able to order that. So I'll have some replacement eyeglass nose pads coming, and I'll be able to fix it hopefully tomorrow. It said it should be here tomorrow, so we'll see. It just feels weird because I can use my glasses, but it doesn't feel the same. And so I'm having a hard time because it's normally kind of snug, like right here. And it is definitely not. So it's literally just sitting on the bridge of my nose. That is my dad. I will call him back. Because I know it could be anything with him. Let's go through the comments real quick, and then we will skedaddle. And I will see you guys in someone else's sprints. I don't know who else is sprinting. I will have to look that up. We were here. That was the last sprint. Ren was saying she needed to pop out for a bit. Thanks for sprints. And I said, you're welcome. Have a good rest of your day. Molly said, see you later, maybe, Ren. And then this is where she put in the link for the eyeglass repair kit. So we're going to test that out. And she also sent it to me in a link. So I was able to access that. Oop. Pearl is here. Hello. Sorry I'm late. I had a pile of errands to run and just got in the door. Whew. Yeah, I know how that is. I typically try to have my errands all on the same day so I can just do them all and get them done. And then I can stay home for the rest of the week. As it is, though, I got to figure out what's going to be for dinner tonight because normally we have like pizza night or something. And my husband is not going to be here. So we postponed it until tomorrow when he is here. So I have to figure out what to make or buy or something. I'll figure it out. Pearl says I have a little to-do list for sprints today, then some knitting at the end. Nice. Kelly says she had her psychiatrist appointment and she upped the meds. Let's see if the new dose works. Ooh. Well, I'm glad your appointment went well, and we'll see. Hopefully the new dose will work. Molly says, pearls. Swank says, thanks for sprints. See you in the morning. See you in the morning, Swank. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Swank says, good luck, Kelly. Pearl says, hi there to Molly. Kelly says, thank you, Swank. Pearl says, oh, geez, Kelly, I hope you feel better soon. Molly, I'm feeling like I might hate today. I was opening my grocery order and ripped off part of my thumbnail. Ow. Now it's bleeding and just hanging. Oh, ma'am. Put a Band-Aid on it. Or clip the nail and then put a Band-Aid on it. That's a owie. That's a owie. Pearl says, yes, I only want to leave my cozy house once. Yep, I get it. I don't like to leave because then that cuts into my reading time or crafting time. Life got into my crafting time today. I did do a little bit in my journal. I'm calling that my crafting today. Um, did I cross stitch? No. So, but I believe, let's see. I am doing the Maker's Quest next Friday on the 1st and also on the 8th. So the next 2 Fridays I will have Maker's Quest. Um, and that and then that will kind of be it for May, because the rest of the month I will be dealing with the children, finishing up their last month of school. So, because they have, let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, they have 24 days left of school. Am I ready for it? No, ma'am. But I'm going to be using those weeks to prepare for summer vacation. And Swink says, Molly, ugh. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's fun at all. If you can, like, use nail clippers to clip it so that it's down to a point where you just have to, like, let it grow out and clip it as you go and then put a Band-Aid on it, that would probably be uh, a lot better for you. Kelly says, ouch, Molly, right? That makes my finger hurt. I don't know if you said it was your thumb or thumbnail. Yes, ouch. My thumb hurts. That has gone lukewarm, so we will switch. We will switch drinks. And Molly says, yes, it was a big bag of fruit. That's what I get for eating healthy. It's not the fruit's fault. It's just the container that they put it in. I don't like some of the containers that fruit come in. So I blame the containers, not the fruit. The fruit didn't want to be in that container or the bag, whatever they put it in. But so goes. All right, I am going to have to end it here so that I can go run this box that I have to mail to the post office. And then I have to quickly eat lunch before it is time to get the children from school. Let's see. Who is sprinting right now? I can't put the links in because I don't have the... Can I put the thing in? Let me see. Let me find. It looks like Shannon has sprints and Katie from I Would Rather Be Reading has sprints. So I will put those in. They're not Maker's Quest sprints. I don't know who's next for Maker's Quest. But there is Katie's link, and here is Shannon. Now, Shannon is doing writing sprints, but you're more than welcome to use them, however. And I think that's it. Let me refresh and check real quick. Hey, stop making noise. Oh, Discord's making noise. I think that's it. That's all I see. That's all I see. And then, of course, there is the sprinting spreadsheet. Be sure to look at the tabs at the bottom so that you can see each day and who is sprinting when and on what time zone. Other than that, that is all I have. Swank says I always use scissors to open stuff. Yeah, I've started to have to do that because sometimes it, like, you can rip it, but it doesn't want to rip the way it's supposed to. Or, like, they've gotten cute with, like, the little covers on the top where it has, like, a little pull tab and you're supposed to pull it. That just rips. It never works. So I always end up, like, poking it with something and then ripping it off. So, Molly says, I will from now on. That's a good idea. Just be careful with the scissors. There's the link for Katie's sprints. Here is the link for Shannon's sprints if you need some. And the sprinting spreadsheet. And then also Molly put in a link, the dawdling writer. I don't know that one. I will check that one out. Very nice. All right. But that is all I have for you. I am going to skedaddle so I can do all of the things and try not to let my glasses bother me because it feels very weird. So I thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me for these crafter sprints. Sorry I wasn't as crafty today, but I'll make up for it next week when I have more crafty sprints. Until next time, have a good rest of your day and weekend ahead. Also, if you guys know Kat from Kat's Novel Adventures, she will be doing Saturday Morning Momentum tomorrow, I think. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Yes. I will share that link real quick if I can. Or not. Here we go. For whatever reason, I couldn't find the Kat's. Molly says, thank you, Alicia. You're so welcome. Pearl says, it's nice to see you anyway. Good to see you, Pearl. Have a great weekend, you as well. This is the link for Kat's Saturday Morning Momentum. It is tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. So, but she has basically a power hour where you can set your intentions and try to get a few things done within that hour. It's a very good motivating thing. This is how I get most of my things done on the weekend because I watch her morning momentum and then I get started. So check it out if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.